Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, they're a friend to any girls that have any common sense. They don't speak to you. They don't tell you things. They look pretty and they sparkle. They'll be with you from the beginning to the end because they are diamonds. And if you see yourself as a bright, shiny rock and a diamond, then you'll understand your value. You'll understand where you belong, who you belong to, and what you're worth. You are flawless, you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you're exceptional, you're radiant, you're a ball of fire, yet you're ice, yet you're unstoppable. And today is just another day for you to recognize your star power, for you to look in that reflection in the mirror and say, yes, I can. Do anything I put my mind to. Yes, I can change my mind. Yes, I can decide I want to have 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, or 5. Decide that I want to be my own boss. Decide that I want to make my rules and I want to decide my life. No one dictates anything for me. And no one should dictate anything for you either. You're listening to this podcast, which is Born to Be a Star, because you understand your star power. Your star power has a lot to do with diamonds being your best friend and understanding who you are and loving your reflection in the mirror. Loving who you're becoming, loving who you're letting go, and loving whatever's next on your journey, on your road to success. I dare you to look at that person in the mirror and say, I'm going to do it all. Today is Friday. It's another day and it's another opportunity for you to say to yourself, yeah, I could do that. I can be successful at my job, in my career. I can build a family, have an amazing relationship with the guy I'm with or the girl I'm with, or girl, whatever. I can build on a relationship and I can take it seriously and I can strive to do amazing things. I want to be a parent. I want to be a good mom. I want to be a good dad. I want my children to know that they can do anything they put their minds to. That's what we should be striving to achieve. The idea that young people don't want to have kids and they're scared of stuff doesn't make sense, does it? Which leads us to the next part of our conversation after yes, you can. Never give up. If you don't give up, you'll get to the best part of the story, which is at the end. If you do give up, you'll only get halfway through. And you're not going to find a happily ever after halfway through, are you? No, you're not. Shouldn't the idea or the ideal be that you want to make it through the difficulty and you want to persevere through things that are maybe not as easy as they could be? I'm right alongside with you, man. Like going into a new environment, whether it be at work, whether it be a new church, whether it be a new group of people. Maybe you're going into a new restaurant and it's got new ownership. Maybe you're going back into a store you haven't been in a while and there's all new people there. And it's a little uncomfortable and weird and rigid and you really don't know how to feel about anything. Maybe you're feeling like that. Maybe you're at your job and you don't really know the people that work there and you're a happy person and you're outgoing and you're full of life and they're not. Regardless of that, regardless of whatever you're feeling, maybe you're going in your favorite store and like you like a certain rack and the way that you thought the store was going to be changed and now you have to like fix the way you shop. Maybe that's the case. Whatever the case may be, how are you going to get to the best part of your story if you give up halfway through it? It is likely that you're not going to get to the best part of your story if you give up halfway through it. Because that's not where the best part of the story comes from. And that is not the best part of the story. Sometimes life is difficult. People get sick. You get sick. You might come down with something like a serious illness, like, I don't know, polycystic ovary syndrome, or even worse than that, cancer, or even worse than that, something's wrong with your back, or your leg, or your arm, or your neck, or you can't lose weight, or you can't gain weight, or there's something wrong with you, like your fingers are going numb, and you have like a pinched nerve. So anything could be wrong, or anything could be good. It could be great, it could be miserable. You can't give up regardless of those things, and you have to say to yourself, as I say to myself, I'm never going to give up. Just like John Cena says. And he says that for a reason, right? He's not just randomly talking. The mantra that he loves isn't a random mantra. I'm assuming he picked never give up because he does make-a-wishes for children and he wants them to be strong through difficulty. It kind of couldn't be more obvious to me. So I'm just going to assume that's what he meant. Following John Cena's Never Give Up, and I do like John Cena a lot, and I think that the latest show that he's a host on is absolutely hilarious. The one where the people are jumping on items and they're trying to like see how much balance they have, wipe out. I think it's absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait to start watching that after I finish Kitchen Nightmares. Definitely, I really do like John Cena, and I like the message that he sends. It's just one message: never give up. Following his message of never give up, let's get back to another important message, which is one of mine. Why not today? Right? Why are we procrastinating and being indecisive like we have forever to make decisions? We don't. Like, we really don't. I don't like the idea that we play with ourselves and we pretend like we have forever to make up our minds. No, we don't have forever to make up our mind. Yeah, we do have a time limit. Yeah, we should be smarter. We should be far smarter. And most of the time, right, we are smarter or far smarter, or whatever you want to call it. But there are times when we're not. There are times when we assume we have major time and we have major opportunity to do something, and we don't have that. So I want you to ask yourself, what am I waiting for? I want you to ask yourself, what makes me think I have the availability to keep changing my mind? Like, seriously, what makes you think you can do that? On and off and on and off and on, and you could take your time and you could seriously sit there and decide, yeah, well, the dishwasher's not working, but, you know, at some point it'll fix itself. It'll get better. The washing machine is leaking out water, but I'll get to that at some point. All those clothes that I need to fold, yeah, they'll fold themselves. Whatever it might be, you're going to get to that at a later point, right? Are you going to get to that at a later point? When is that later point? Why do you keep putting off today for tomorrow? Why are we assuming we have tomorrow? I said yesterday, what if the aliens come? What if the aliens come? Do you really assume you're going to be able to fight the aliens? Right? What makes you think you can have that ability? No part of me in my right mind assumes that I have that ability. I'm not trying to pretend. I'm not lying to myself. I'm not going to do that to myself. And being in denial is not appropriate, because aliens are probably not our best friends, and they're probably not somebody that we want to like talk to. So what makes you think tomorrow's coming? What makes you think the aliens aren't going to suck you from this earth and put you somewhere else, and you'll never be able to get to that tea kettle you wanted to get from Savers, right? Do what you can with the time you have available, and don't procrastinate and put things off to tomorrow. This is basically what I'm saying. Why not today? Moving on from why not today, let's get to the next part of the conversation, which is no media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed, because they lie to us anyway. So question mark, what do you guys think of Daily Mail? I don't really know anything about that. Skip was talking to me about it, and he apparently knows something about Daily Mail. Great. I feel like it's okay. I'm happy to hear about it, but I don't know if I really care about it. Like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude. It's just, I'm a part of all these email groups and these conservative things, and maybe not even just conservative, but I have all these freaking emails that I read, and now I'm up to the point where I'm getting 1,000 emails in a couple of days, so I need to seriously start deleting them. And I was doing so well at making sure I got rid of all the emails, but like, I gotta make time to really delete them. But Daily Mail, is that like a mailbox where they send you daily information? Like, I'm assuming that's exactly what that is. I don't really know what it is, but I'm guessing. I don't really have an opinion about Daily Mail. I guess it's fine. But I'll just say, what what's the great part about Daily Mail? What are they providing that makes them so amazing? Like, is it like an email list that provides you with all the mail that's important? Like all the the daily articles or the news of the day? Is that what Daily Mail is? Like, what's the good part of Daily Mail? And I really don't know, and I'm seriously asking. Maybe I should do some research. I didn't even bother doing the research on it because there's enough handles for me to find information that I don't even know if I'd use it, honestly. Honestly, I don't know is my response. Moving on from Daily Mail, calling out ballot harvesting. Shouldn't we be calling out ballot harvesting? Why are we acting like the Democrats aren't shitty? Are we really going to sit here and pretend like they don't have one motive? The motive of the Democratic Party is to lie, cheat, scheme, do corrupt business, and take your tax money and spend it on themselves, enrich their family and their friends, and get people jobs, do the thing where they hire people that are not qualified to do the job that they're doing, and then punish the people they're supposed to work for. I'm starting to feel like this is a bad comedy where it's supposed to be a funny thing, except it's not funny, right? I don't want to hear about your fucking opinions and how you feel about anything, because you motherfucker don't live in the neighborhoods where you don't want guns to be legal, motherfuckers. You motherfuckers aren't dealing with the bad school systems that are indoctrinating children. And you want to know why you're not dealing with the school systems that are indoctrinating children? It's because your fucking kids are in private school. So they're not in these schools that you want to stop other parents fighting for their children that are there. You pieces of shit. And I'm really starting to get irritated, because when me and Skip do become pregnant and we do start to have children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many it's going to be, right? Our kids are going to have to go to school. But I'm going to have to pay for it, because there's no way in fucking hell I'm letting my goddamn kids go to a public school. Have you heard the indoctrinating insanity that they provide there? We're not talking about the Star Spangled Banner. We're not talking about the importance and just the importance of the history of the United States of America and everything that folds into it. Now, I'm not a racist person against any race at all. The reason I don't like the stuff that's happening at the border isn't because I don't like people from Mexico. It's not because I don't like Venezuela. It's not because I don't like people. It's because they're coming into the United States of America illegally. That's the problem. So, I mean, you're looking for the answer, and I just gave it to you. The laws are not being followed here. The ballot harvesting is a problem. They're doing it in Connecticut. They're doing it in New York. They're doing it in Michigan. They're doing it everywhere. And they're lying, and they just want to win, and they don't care how they get to the win, as long as they get to the win. And that's not what is supposed to exist here. So it's really irritating to me that we continue to allow the bullshit. Every time one of these motherfuckers get caught ballot harvesting, their asses should be sent to a black hole, and we should never hear from them again. There shouldn't be no easy peasy, you get off with a warning thing. That should not exist. If you are going to go against the Constitution of the United States of America and lie and cheat and scheme, you should pay for it. You should pay the piper. We should stop giving people hall passes and the ability to not be responsible for their actions. And I'm getting really fucking tired of it. I am. Next part of the conversation. Biden can't walk a straight line. He can't walk a straight line. He can't ski a straight line. He can't swim a straight line. He can't ride a bicycle in a straight line. He can't do anything in a straight line, including talk. He's a fucking moron. If you voted for Biden, consider voting for someone else the next time. Even if you're a Democrat, maybe vote for Kennedy. Somebody else, right? And I'm not telling... I just want you to be smart. That's it. I don't want people to make decisions that have bad consequences, because we're stuck with Biden right now, and there's nobody to replace him with. Gavin Newsom isn't going to get that. They're probably going to try to move him in quickly or give it to Kamala Harris. But Kamala Harris is worse than Biden, and Biden is really bad. There you go with that. Biden is a moron. And every day that I have to see that man trip or fall or stutter or get people's names incorrect, or say one thing but mean another, or say the quiet part out loud, or do stuff that a president is not supposed to do in his right mind, I'm embarrassed, and I'm just sad. This is our representation. Why the fuck are you telling Hamas that they're right? Why are you supporting these protesters that are clearly insane? Why are we allowing this? Why? I don't know. But it's not going to end until someone stands up and says, shut the fuck up. Like, until someone just tells all these fucking losers to shut up. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. You're not in charge. You live here. And if you don't like the rules, then go live somewhere else. We need somebody strong enough to say that in the Pentagon. We need somebody strong enough to say that in the White House. And we need that someone strong enough to say that as the president. And like, I'm not going to sign up for that role, because I don't give a fuck enough about these idiots in the United States of America to want to save anything to that extent. And I like my privacy. So pass for me. But someone, maybe it's Vivek, it's likely Trump, needs to stand up and tell these people who the fuck is in charge, because it's not them. And I'm just at my peak here, waiting for somebody to say, shut the fuck up to these protesting idiots. Because what are they fighting for? The Black Lives Matter thing was embarrassing. No black lives were saved from that. Instead, now you got young 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds running around killing retired police officers, acting like they're not going to get penalized for murder, okay? You got little kids running around pretending to be rappers. That's what's happening. These kids aren't educated. They can't even talk. Forget reading. They don't know what colors are. They don't know what playing is. They're not kids. We got a problem here, man. And it's all because Biden can't walk a straight line. Yeah. Outside of Biden, the race game, which I was just talking about, it's a game with no ending and no happy ending and no winning. No one's going to win the race game, because the only people that want to be a part of the race game are grifters, right? They grift from one thing to another. The chick that wasn't part of Black Lives Matter is now doing some other propagandized bullshit. Like, all these people that are using race against themselves, acting like black people are better than everybody, acting like white people are the end of the earth, should be ashamed of themselves. This country has more white people than anything else in it. That's the origination of this country. White. I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'm sorry if you want to change the history of this country. I'm sorry if you want to pretend like African tribes didn't give up African tribes for gold and diamonds and money, and that's how slavery began at the beginning of the history of the United States. I'm sorry you want to pretend like there wasn't other countries that had slaves, not just Africa, but other ones. I'm sorry you want to lie and act like there weren't no Italian or no Irish signs everywhere. I'm sorry you want to pretend like that wasn't in existence. It was. The race game is a distraction technique for politicians to use against their base, so their base is so busy feeding into bullshit that they're not aware of what they're doing to their people. The base of the Democratic Party is an idiot. They're idiots, okay? And I'm talking to you listening to me right now. Now, I love everybody, but you have a party that is selling you, sure, the roads aren't fixed. There's no infrastructure to fix shit. You're not earning more in your pocket. Groceries cost more money. Now they want to turn off the gas stove in your apartment, and your fucking rent's going to go up. That house you wanted to buy, now you can't afford to buy the house you want because the mortgages are unaffordable. And you're going to be overpaying for something it's not worth the amount of money you're going to pay for it. Voting has consequences, and I talk about it all the time, but it really does. The race game is a distraction. So you won't talk about what they're doing. The race game is a distraction. So you won't talk about how old Joe Biden is and the fact that he's got Alzheimer's and dementia all at the same time. And he needs to be in a locked facility with some visiting angels visiting his ass while he's on hospice. Because clearly that man is not competent enough to be dealing with serious issues in the United States of America. And who the fuck is he to tell Israel to back down for Hamas to get their guns ready again to shoot them? We're the ones that funded Iran, which did this to Israel. And are we going to act like October 7th didn't happen? Are we going to pretend that? Now, I'm not going to be the one to keep talking about Israel like Israel's such a victim. They really don't need America to protect themselves. But it's fucked up that the United States of America and NATO and all these other bodies of government in the world want to tell Israel they can't fight Hamas on their own turf. They want to eliminate the Holy Land. And we're supposed to do nothing. The only thing that the United States of America should be doing is being fucking silent till they're done. That's it. I'm sorry. War has consequences, and it's called collateral damage. And you might not like what I'm saying, but it's true. It might not feed into your oppression and your weakness and your victimry, and everybody's just sad and there's something wrong with everybody and everybody's a fucking victim. It might not fit into that narrative, but it's a fact. Wars are bloody. They're not nice. There's bombs. People die on purpose or accidentally. And Hamas is using these people as shields. I don't want to talk about Israel every day because there's problems in the United States of America, but it's wrong for U.S. officials to tell them what the fuck to do on their turf. And I would give them two things. Both hands up with a middle finger. Like, fuck you, United States of America. There's that. No apologies. Next part of the conversation. The voters don't see their power. Because if the voters saw their power, they wouldn't feed into the race bait. They wouldn't feed into the victim bait. They wouldn't feed into any of this bullshit. But they keep doing it over and over and over again. Woe is me, my life is ending, and I'm so depressed, and I don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. That. Just that. It can't just be that. You're not a victim. You are a survivor. No one has to give you anything for you to understand your worth and value. You should know that by looking in the mirror. These politicians don't care. Your power comes when you decide who you want to vote for. Who's your voice here? That's why I keep talking about Donald Trump. He seems to be the only one willing to fight for us. The only one willing to put himself on the line to protect us. Because the only reason they're not seriously coming after us, the way they are still coming after us, is because he's there. Life was so easy and just simple when Donald Trump was the president. And now, that is a distant memory. And I'm not sure if we're going to get that back. Because they like power. And they like how China has a one system to control the people. And if Biden and the Wall Street Journal and all these motherfuckers could get their way, they'd do that to us. They want to take cash away. They want to take away your ability to buy a firearm and get your gun license and protect your family. Not just in LA, but anywhere that they can get a hold of. Georgia is completely gone. I don't know what to tell you anymore, man. Your power is your vote. So use it so we can take the power away from them. Door to door, they're going to go door to door and do ballot harvesting so that they can keep their power and lie to you about it. Very sad. We fight back. Meaning, yeah, the red wave didn't come last year in the fall, but guess what, bitches? It's coming this upcoming year in the fall. You motherfuckers are losing all your goddamn power, and you ain't going to be able to do a fucking thing about it. I don't want to hear how sad you are. I don't want to hear how bad Trump's going to be, because no part of me believes anything you're saying. Look how bad Biden is. Like I said at the beginning of it, he can't walk in a straight line, run in a straight line, ride a bike in a straight line, or anything. And you take into consideration a person's age, but it doesn't have anything to do with his age. His cognitive ability to do anything is not there. He has not been there for a very long time. He hasn't. Since that man became a politician, he's been lying about his family members, his education, and they attacked Trump for the same fucking thing. But Biden's far worse. His son got lots of money from Ukraine, and the only reason he wants to talk about it is because he owes them money. And he's surely paying them back with our money. Not his, our money. But it's okay, Biden, because you're not going to win in 2024. And your days are numbered as president. And you're not even really the president now. It's Obama. So don't lie to me. I know it's Obama. It all sounds like him. Because he was president for 8 years. And we know what he smells like. Rotten throw up. Like this disgusting taste in the back of your throat that makes you want to hurl over and bleh. That's what Obama is. One of the worst presidents in American history. Obamacare, one of the worst ideas ever existed. Has everyone forgotten about how dumb Obamacare was? I question you. Think about that. The cost of energy is ridiculous, and this green new energy shit is ridiculous. There's not enough charging stations, and these electric cars are too big, and it's not fucking working. They're failing. They are failing, right? They're failing. And they have no one to blame for themselves. And if you were smart, you wouldn't fall into this trap of buying anything electric. Because it's not usable. If you don't have a house with a garage so you can charge it in your garage, you're losing. That's it. Moving into the next part of the conversation, which is the main part of the conversation. Thanks for tuning into this Friday extended edition of No Media Allowed, No Media Allowed, No Media Allowed. Still out of us anyway. I'm still not 100% on Megan, whatever her name is. Yeah, she could kick rocks. Still mad at Ben Shapiro right now. I still don't like what he said to Candace. And it's been a week or something, but he could kick rocks too. And there's a bunch of others that I have question marks about, but I'll leave it at them two for now. Megyn Kelly and Ben Shapiro, I don't know if they could be trusted. Question marks. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds are a girl's best friend because they sparkle. They don't say things to her. She gets to wear them and look beautiful. And they have a reason to be shiny, right? I feel like that's why a girl should love sparkles and diamonds. But diamonds are forever. Doesn't matter how old they get. Doesn't matter when you bought it. It has a value and it holds a value. If you're feeling lonely, go to K. If you're feeling lonely, contact your diamond store. Just go in the diamond store and look at them. Why don't you check out some Rolexes on the Rolex website? I'm telling you. You might be feeling lonely, but if you seriously look at the diamonds like I'm saying, and you seriously take your time with them, you are definitely going to be in a different mindset. Because diamonds are always beautiful. And they can't talk to you. They can't yell at you. They can't scream at you. They can't tell you you're not good enough. You have to spend a lot of money to get them. And they hold their value. So if somebody's not treating you correctly, maybe look down at your ring finger where your husband proposed to you and look at that diamond. I have a princess cut 10 carat. And I like to look at it. And I like to look at how shiny it is. And how beautiful it is. And how much my husband loves me to buy me this. And spend a lot of money on it. Like he did. Because he knows my value and my worth. As do I. It tells me that I mean something to somebody. it tells me that it doesn't matter how many times I wash my hand. I'll always have that twinkle and sparkle in the ring. And I'll always be able to think about him giving it to me. That's why a diamond is a girl's best friend. Even the diamonds I buy myself, because I have necklaces and bracelets and other rings that I've bought myself that are diamonds. And when I put them on, I remember when I bought them and why I bought them for myself. And I'm reminded of the fact that I purchased these things. I bought these things to make myself know my value and my worth. And again, I will not apologize for loving myself. And you shouldn't apologize for loving yourself either. So if you're feeling iffy, maybe go diamond shopping. Maybe don't really go into a store. Maybe go on a website and just scroll down and look at all the diamonds you can and get excited about it. Because girl and boy, diamonds can be your best friend. And diamonds always have value, and they don't talk back to you, and they always shine, just like stars. Moving on to the next part of the conversation. Sparkles look better. I don't know. I feel like in shirts, maybe not, but on nails, 100%. Sparkles look better, not in like lipstick, but maybe an eyeshadow if you're going somewhere for like New Year's Eve. I feel like sparkles are definitely for like New Year's Eve or like the 4th of July or your birthday. Maybe not in everything, but sparkles do look better and it makes everything look more shiny and bright. For sure. The books in the book club. So I didn't read the books in the book club because I was too busy this month and I couldn't partake in it. However, in December, I am getting back on board with my book clubs, and I will be reading all the books that are there, and I will be participating in all the book stuff that's happening. I'm excited about that. It was a busy month for me this month, and I haven't really had the time to do anything, quite honestly. I've had to rearrange things, do things over, dip that, this big. The voters get to pick a book club, too. So, what do I mean by that? So I have this book club that's run by this author, right? And she allows you to vote on what books you want to read. But I feel like when she does that, she doesn't actually pick the stuff we're talking about. I don't know if you have to go on there at a certain point and decide what book you want to read. But there's one of the book clubs I'm in where I like voted on 3 books and he still didn't make a decision yet. And I don't know when he's going to make a decision in that book club. I'm still waiting for it. I think I'm a part of like 4 or 5 book clubs. It starts to get stressful when I'm reading like 4 books at once, but I love reading, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I like book clubs, and I love what Amazon is doing. I think Amazon is taking over everything like the Black Star is, and it's a Black Star, so I still like it. Allergies in the winter. I'm still suffering with allergies, and we're going into December, and I'm sneezing and I'm coughing and my eyes are itching, and like, I don't know, maybe it's because it was hotter in the fall and my eyes are still driving me crazy and my allergies are seriously still bad, and I don't know if they're going to get better. Doubtful. Saving for something important. Currently, we are saving our moolah so we can move out of this apartment building into something new. The idea and the ideal was for us to buy a house, except everything is too much money. And I don't want a house at an 8% interest rate, regardless of the price of it. That's fucking ridiculous. No, we want like a 3% interest rate or maybe even lower than that. Why have we worked this hard to overpay for something for 30 years or 15 years, whatever the fuck it is? I'm doing a 10-year thing where we're going to pay this shit off in 10 years. Honestly, that's what I'm doing. And that's it. But you have to save your money for something important. Like, today is Black Friday, and I'm going Black Friday shopping when I'm done with this podcast, and I have saved my money so I can go Black Friday shopping. I'm not going to feel bad about my Black Friday shopping, and in fact, I'm going to enjoy it. So, you save your money for something important. Moving is something. A wedding is something important. Maybe you're having a baby. That's something important. If you're going on a trip, a cruise, a vacation, you're moving like out of the state. Those are things you should be saving for. You really shouldn't be saving for what you're going to have for lunch next week, because you should have a plan. Moving on from that, shining bright like a diamond. Don't forget your brightness. Don't forget your light. And don't forget who you are. Today is another day and another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. For you to say in that reflection in the mirror, yes, I can. Say it with me, stars. Yes, we can. I see great things in you. Let's move on from the main part of the conversation to watching things. Bar Rescue. Haven't watched that in forever. I still need to finish Ted Lasso. House of Lies. Cursed Friends. I'm assuming that's scary. Big Game. I don't know what that is. Buddy Games. Again, I don't know what that is too. I found this stuff on Hulu, and some of the things you can watch like a preview for it, and some of the things you can't watch a preview for it. So I don't know. Reno 911. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Part of me wants to start that from the beginning so I can just laugh my ass off watching it. I love Reno 911. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Better Off Dead. Is that like mystery or horror? I can't figure it out. And I did watch the preview 3 times, and I still don't know if I want to watch it. Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's on Amazon. And I'm probably going to watch that because I'm totally a Tiffany's girl. I have like all this Tiffany jewelry, and I have to find it because I put it somewhere. Ninja Combi Multi. What is that? No. Baywatch. Did you guys see the new Baywatch with Dwayne Johnson? When did that come out? Am I late? I'm definitely late. I still need to watch Oppenheimer, but I don't have a DVD player, so I'm going to have to watch it on a stream thing. During Thanksgiving, Uncle Gary was like, oh, watch Oppenheimer, it's so good. But he watched it on DVD, and I don't even know where a DVD player is, so we're going to have to find that on some streamer somewhere. Outside of that, I'm still watching Kitchen Nightmares. I want to start that new John Cena show with the people that are trying to jump off things. That's really entertaining. And I'm going to be starting some other Apple shows, including the morning show. And I really want to get some good things to watch for the winter. What are you guys watching this winter? There's stuff everywhere, so have fun watching it. Moving on from watching, let's get into eating. Garlic parm chicken tenders. So obviously you make chicken tenders. You get the cut fillet of the chicken. You put that in the air fryer. You want to give it a crunch, so you get some cereal. I would definitely go with maybe Frosted Flakes. You're going to want to get the you're going to have to do the baking powder. You're going to have to do the egg mix. You're going to have to get the Frosted Flakes. You're going to have to dip, drip, dip. You're going to have to either put it in the air fryer or fry it in a one pan. You could even deep fry it if you want. I had a deep fryer, but I gave it away. It was just so much work. I think that garlic parm chicken tenders would be very good. You're using garlic and Parmesan. That's your base for the sauce and the texture. And you just follow whatever recipe you have, and you make it, and you taint it to what you prefer it to taste like. Keto toffee ice cream. We're talking about it being keto. Is that because we're using almond milk and it's not regular milk? What's making it keto? I feel like I'm going to have to do a deep dive to figure that out. No more coffee. I think I'm giving up coffee entirely. I think I'm giving up lattes. And I think I'm just going to drink more water. I have an espresso, so I have to stop getting coffee at other places. I don't know why I'm wasting my money. I have to stop. Oven baked chorizo chips. So you basically take chorizo and you chop it into pieces and you put it in the oven and on a flat tray, and you spray some Pam, and then boom, you chop up the chorizo, you put it in there, you lightly saute it or pepper it, put it in there for about 15 minutes, flip it, take it out in another 5, done. You just made yourself chorizo chips. There's no carbs in that. That's carb free, man, and it tastes really good too, and I like chorizo, so I would eat that all day, every day. Let's go. Italian sub salad. So basically you make the salad like you would the Italian sub, but you chop up the lunch meat, everything that goes into the Italian sub. We're talking about salami, chorizo, pepperoni, spicy ham, Then you're talking about Parmesan. You could do like mozzarella, fresh mozzarella. You could do like Gruyere, any type of Italian cheese you could find. Add some parm into that. Then you're going to do lettuce, whatever your favorite lettuce is. Then you're going to get like whatever the sauce is that you want to top that with. I'd say you're going to have to go either creamy Italian here, or you're going to have to go blue cheese. Let's go. Delicious. And then you're going to add in all the veggies you want that goes into the Italian sub. You're basically going to do yellow peppers, green peppers, red peppers, olives, and onions. Doesn't that sound like a delicious salad? I'm mad I don't have that now. Finally, the Ninja Combi multi-cooker. I saw that on Pinterest, and part of me wants it. It looks like you can do multiple things and cook multiple things, but another part of me thinks I shouldn't buy that because I'm never going to use it. So I have to fight my crave for buying more kitchen things and just be happy with what I already bought and spent my money on. Like, I spent a lot of money on the Nespresso. I have all this, like, chef cookware, and I really have to take advantage and use it. Jack chicken. Have you ever heard of that? I saw the recipe for it on Pinterest. Just go on Pinterest or Pepper and type it in and see what pops up. So basically, Jack chicken is where we use Colby Jack cheese. You get like chicken tenderloins. You use hot sauce and ranch. You layer it and you top it, and then you could like air fry it. And I'm telling you, you could have that with anything, and it tastes really, really, really good. And I think you'll enjoy it. My friends, that is the end of this Friday pod. Thank you for tuning in to Born to Be a Star. And don't forget that you are a star wherever you are. And if you were listening to the political conversation earlier, know your power. Your power is voting. If you were listening to the conversation we had before that, don't forget diamonds are your best friend, or can be your best friend. Know your worth, know your value. And if you were listening to the mantra at the beginning, you know, yes, you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't live in a box, in a corner, in a shell of who you are. Let yourself grow and go with the wind and live. Be proud, be brave, and be courageous. This life only matters if you're living it. Because we could assume we're living, and we might just be asleep. I dare you to see your star power, because I see your light, and it's the only way I can see in the darkness. Don't forget that you're a star wherever you are. I mean, wherever you are, because it's a big world out there, and it can be dark and lonely. But if you're listening to this, you know you're never alone. We're always here together, because we are the stars of the night, and we are the stars of the day. And together, we are going to brighten up not just this world, but the entire universe and everything within that. We are stars. And I will see you same place, same time on Monday. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, so let's go curly perm. And I'm doing my Black Friday shopping now, so I'll see you guys on Monday. Don't forget you're a star wherever you are. I see the light in you. Bye.